Hello, everyone. I'm going to read a passage from Women Who Run with the Wolves, Myths and Stories of the Wild Woman Archetype by Clarissa Pinkola Estes, PhD. This story is called The Power of the Haunches. It starts on page 221. What constitutes a healthy body in the instinctual world? At the most basic level, the breast, the belly, anywhere there is skin, anywhere there are neurons to transmit feeling. The issue is not what shape, what size, what color, what age, but does it feel? Does it work as it's meant to? Can we respond? Do we feel a range, a spectrum of feeling? Is it afraid, paralyzed by pain or fear, anesthetized by old trauma, or does it have its own music? Is it listening like Bobo through the belly? Is it looking with its many ways of seeing? I had two watershed experiences when I was in my early 20s, experiences that went against everything I had been taught about body up until then. While at a women's week-long gathering and at night at the fire near the springs, I saw a naked woman of about 35. Her breasts were emptied out by childbearing, her belly striated from birthing children. I was very young, and I remember feeling sorry for the assaults on her fair and thin skin. Someone was playing maracas and drums, and she began to dance, her hair, her breasts, her skin, her limbs all moving in different directions. How beautiful she was, how vital. Her grace was heartbreaking. I had always smiled at that phrase, fire in her loins, but that night I saw it. I saw the power in her haunches. I saw what I had been taught to ignore, the power of a woman's body when it's animated from the inside. Almost 3 decades later, I can still see her dancing on the night, and I am still struck by the power of body. The second awakening involved a much older woman. Her hips were, according to common standard, too pear-shaped. Her bosom, very tiny in comparison, and she had thin, purpley little veins all over her thighs, a long scar from a serious surgery going around her body from ribcage to spine in the manner in which apples are peeled. Her waist was perhaps 4 hands wide. It was a mystery then why the men buzzed about her as though she were honeycomb. They wanted to take a bite out of her pear thighs. They wanted to lick that scar, hold that chest, lay their cheeks upon her spidery veins. Her smile was dazzling, her gait so beautiful, and when her eyes looked, they truly looked in what they were looking at. I saw again what I had been taught to ignore, the power in the body. The cultural power of the body is its beauty, but power in the body is rare, for most have chased it away with their torture of or embarrassment by the flesh. It is in this light that the wildish woman can inquire into the numinosity of her own body and understand it not as a dumbbell that we are sentenced to carry for life, not as a beast of burden, pampered or otherwise, who carries us around for life, but a series of doors and dreams and poems through which we can learn and know all manner of things. In the wild psyche, body is understood as a being in its own right, one who loves us, depends on us, one to whom we are sometimes mother, and who sometimes is mother to us.